Welcome to Discover La Jolla, where we shine a light on the jewel of San Diego, La Jolla, California. I'm here with Paul Basil, and they're opening Roseacre, which is coming next year, right?
Yep, April.
Wonderful. And I know you have a really big design presence in San Diego. So tell us a little bit about the concept of Roseacre and what you're trying to bring to the La Jolla community.
So I think one thing that we're really focused on, and when it comes to the design aspect of it, is that I think we're going to be we're building four homes there as well in La Jolla. So we're doing this whole design-driven life, but we're trying to also bring back a little bit of the mid-century modern look and feel to it. So we have sort of we live in a Lieb Art house, which is an old mid-century back in the 50s. We're trying to bring that into it, and so it's part of the design-driven life is that we're trying to accomplish the living and also the entertainment aspect of it. So what you would say is your third home will be Roseacre, is that kind of concept.
Right. And you're really emphasizing on kind of bringing that whole experience to the community. So with that emphasis on hospitality and creating that experience where people go and they want to stay for a while.
Right. Well, I think our focus is on the community. We've been doing a lot of community outreach. We've been trying to connect with a lot of people there, trying to figure out like what's missing, what do you need here. And I think one of the main drivers has been hospitality. So for us, hospitality, we do design. That's what we do for a living. So we feel like we got that under control. Obviously, we're going to be bringing in some of our tricks that we haven't been put into other projects. So that's what I'm really excited about. We have some mechatronic stuff that's going to be in there, like rotating liquor shelves, some lights that move, and then we have like subterranean wine storage that comes out of the ground. So it's kind of fun. It'll be kind of entertaining. It's kind of has a little bit of showmanship to it.
Yeah.
It's super fun. But I think hospitality is where we're really super hyper focused, is trying to figure out, obviously I think it's driven by the culture. So I think culture is going to be the most important thing for us to develop. And I think having a good service like layout. So I think that's something that we as Basil Studio always does on any of our projects, is we really hyper focus on the design layout so that our service can have the easiest process possible. So giving them the tools, everything they need, being very intuitive, make sure that they can do their job as easily as possible. So that way they can kind of push that happiness to the guests. So,
Yeah, I love that. I like that you're bringing that to La Jolla. Definitely something that the community needs more of. And I know you mentioned kind of a part two phase to Roseacre. If you want to talk about that.
So we do have the multi-venue. I think Jules might have mentioned that, where we are going to do a phase two, which is going to be a rooftop garden. It'll probably be more of like a private dining room experience. It'll probably be something that's rented out for events and stuff like that. It's going to be really lush. One thing that we did do in making sure that it's ready for the future is we have a giant skylight that projects 8 feet above the rooftop, and that's so that you have that visual. So when you look down at the skylight, you're looking at all of the cook line, you're looking at the bar atmosphere,
Wow.
like you're looking at all the action, so that you feel that connection with the space, even though you're on the roof.
That's cool. I like that.
And then you have the connection to the Gerard, and then we have a streetery that we're going to be putting in the street as well. So there's going to be it's going to really make that street kind of pop now.
Yeah, it's going to definitely come alive.
Yeah.
And what would you say, kind of embarking on this kind of newer endeavor for you, jumping into the world of hospitality, what would you say has been one of the biggest challenges or learning lessons?
Learning lessons. I think finding the right people has really been the trickier part. My company, we have 45 people. We have a great culture. We have a process for hiring, but I think this is a little bit different because it's kind of more personal, I think. And, you need really somebody that's going to care as much as you do, because you can't be there every minute of the day.
Right.
So I think that's really kind of finding that right person is really the thing that I've been the most challenging. And we've found a great chef. He's up in Healdsburg, which, was really kind of tricky. It was kind of kismet that we met him, and it's kind of awesome how we met. But, we still need to kind of load up the rest of the team too.
Yeah.
So that's kind of, to me, that's probably the bigger challenge. I think building restaurants, that's what we do for a living.
Yeah,
so it's kind
you got that down.
I'm not worried about that.
Awesome. Well, I'm sure it'll all come together, and very excited for the opening and seeing kind of the life that it brings into the La Jolla community. Now, if someone's watching this and they want to kind of follow the journey, check you out on socials, what's the best way for them to get in touch?
Just through Instagram. It's probably easiest. We have a great PR team, Alex Ott with Chrome City, but you can reach out to them anytime and through our roseacre.com or roseacrelj.com as well.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Paul, for coming on the podcast today, and thank you for watching Discover La Jolla. Welcome to Discover La Jolla, where we shine a light on the jewel of San Diego, La Jolla, California. I'm here with Michelle Langston, and she owns Starlight Aesthetics and Wellness.
Hi, good morning. Thanks for having me. Yes, my name is Michelle Langston. I'm a board-certified family nurse practitioner, and I do practice in the La Jolla area, and this is my newest location. So I've been a practitioner in aesthetics for about 15 years. I'm a national trainer, and this is my newest location. So I'm really excited to be in the jewel of California.
Yeah. So what made you get into this industry?
Well, I've been a nurse for 26 years, and I really never saw myself working in the medical aesthetic industry. And I kind of just always been a person who was interested in trying new things. So I took one aesthetics class in 2012, and then from then my career just launched and became an educator and a key opinion leader for a couple of companies. And so now I really enjoy practicing in my own business and also teaching new practitioners safe and effective ways to help with the anti-aging process. And it's just exciting. It's been great.
So what types of products and services do you offer to clients?
Oh, that's a great question. So everything from neurotoxins, wrinkle relaxers to sexual health. And everything in between. So I do body treatments, complex medical treatments like non-surgical facelifts with PDO threads. But I really love having somebody come in and do a full consultation and have them find out about new and exciting things that are out. I'm also a national trainer for an energy-based platform for radiofrequency microneedling called EndyMed. And so I travel all over the country being able to teach new practitioners to use it safely and give amazing results.
And what would you say is kind of one of your popular treatments or that people have been coming in more recently to get done?
Well, I mean, you always have your foundational things, which are going to be your wrinkle relaxers and lips, cheeks, those things that are actually helping to help us feel youthful. But really, people are moving more towards the rejuvenation, which is great for me being board certified in holistic medicine. So that's always been a foundation for me, is really helping people just feel their best and look their best using, more natural elements like stem cells and either plant-based or human-based. And so it really helps to keep the skin healthy. And I think a lot of people are moving, towards that direction.
Yeah. Now, if someone wants to make an appointment and get in touch, what's the best way for them to contact you?
Yeah. So we're on all the social media platforms, Instagram. My website is Starlight, and it's STARLITE aesthetics.com, or they can just call the office. So it's great.
Well, thank you so much for sharing a little bit about your business, your services.
Thanks.
And it was such a pleasure having you on Discover La Jolla.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Michelle. Welcome to Discover La Jolla, where we shine a light on the jewel of San Diego, La Jolla, California. I'm here with Tim Dyer, and he owns Dyer Wealth Management.
Yes, very creatively named company, right?
I love it. Keeps it easy, keeps it simple. Thank you for coming on the podcast today.
Happy to be here.
We're excited to talk a little bit more about you, your firm, and kind of how you serve the La Jolla community.
Sure. Well, I've been in this industry since 1998. I think you could probably tell by the gray beard. I've got some battle scars. But no, I've got a little office down on La Jolla Boulevard, and we serve kind of a limited amount of clients by intention because we've got a really high touch, value-based business where we're doing a lot of things for a select amount of clients. But being in the community for the last 15 or 20 years, and I live in the community, it's just nice to be in the bubble, and you get to know, you really get that small community feel even in a big city like San Diego.
Definitely. Now, what types of services exactly do you offer to your smaller subset of clients that you have?
Yeah, there's a lot of names, acronyms, alphabet soup, and things like that that come with financial services. But the way I like to think of it, so I'm a wealth manager, what you call it. And when I think of wealth management, I think of kind of an umbrella that goes over the top of 3 buckets. So one of them is financial planning, which is strategy. What are we looking to accomplish? The middle bucket is investment management, which a lot of people, that's an important part, and they focus on that. But the third bucket is tax and strategic planning around taxes. So there are people in this industry, if you will, that they might focus on 1 or 2 of those buckets, but as a wealth manager, we focus on all 3 of those buckets, so it gives it that nice holistic approach. I'd say about 4 or 5% of the entire industry actually do it that way. So we've got specialization in a lot of different areas.
Yeah, it's nice. You're kind of like a one-stop shop where people can kind of get a little bit of everything, and they can have you as the main point of contact versus going out to different companies as well.
Yeah, I think that's key. I mean, people ask all the time, what differentiates you? And the feedback that you just hear from clients is like, wow, this is like really personalized, and we mean whether it's strategies or, just interacting with the clients, like they're dealing with me. They're not dealing, they're not getting pawned off to somebody or anything like that. So, it keeps that personal feel. And, I think that's what really sets our service and strategy apart.
And having your business for as long as you have, what would you say is one of the best things about working with your clients and what you enjoy every single day?
Oh, well, it's a dynamic business, right? So things are changing. As we record this, right, the election just finished up. Yep. So there's a whole new set of things to kind of tackle and weed through and implement for our clients. But I really love that aha moment, the aha moment where it kind of just clicks with the client. And we've taken the time to help them understand, what they're looking to accomplish and some, strategy that we might use to accomplish that. And for some people it's quicker, some people it takes a little longer, but either way, getting them to that point where they say, hey, I really understand this. And they can start to open up a little bit more about like what's possible for them instead of thinking like, well, I have to work to this specific age and live on this budget. It's like, hey, wait a minute, there might be some more things that we can do here. That's empowering. The other thing is when people take that trip or they travel or they take the grandkids to Disneyland, they send me a picture and say, hey, we planned it out. You said we could do it, and we did it. And they actually, implement it, if you will, or experience it. Because it's more than just numbers and things like that. Life is about those experiences. So, that's a good part of it.
I like that. Yeah, getting creative with it and making sure people reach their goals, whatever their goals may be.
That's right.
So now if someone is watching this and they want to get in touch with you, they want to learn more, kind of see what you have to offer, what's the best way for them to contact you?
Well, the website, again, very simple, Dyer, WM, so my last name, DYER, and WM for wealthmanagement.com. You'll find our information there, and then there's a contact page. I'd also say if you're down at Bird Rock Coffee or Beaumont's or Paradisi or some of the restaurants down there or down in La Jolla, Pacific Beach area, come on in and say hi. Well, we're a friendly, welcoming place. So
wonderful. Well, thank you so much for coming on the podcast today. It was really nice learning more about you, your business, and thank you for watching Discover La Jolla. Be sure to check out Dyer Wealth Management.
All right.
Welcome to Discover La Jolla, where we shine a light on the jewel of San Diego, La Jolla, California. I'm here with Natasha Rees, and she owns Beyond Body Wellness.
I'm so happy to be here.
Yes, thank you so much for coming on the podcast today. So tell us a little bit about you and how you got started with Beyond Body.
I've been very fortunate. I've been an acupuncturist for about 25 years. I'm pretty athletic. I swim, I compete, and I've had a number of injuries over the last decade. Again, my fortunate being an acupuncturist, very open to alternative types of healing. However, after like the 8th injury, I had to start looking other places. And I found a number of technologies that really, really helped me with pain, with inflammation, mobility. Again, being a competitive swimmer, shoulders, all the joints have to work. Your whole body has to work.
Right.
And the thought bubble happens, well, maybe I could expand my acupuncture practice, which is pain-based, with introducing high tech, which is kind of funny, right? Acupuncture is not really high tech. But bit by bit, the idea came, well, hey, if these technologies could help other people, if they help me, they could help other people. And then the space opened up, and literally just follow the breadcrumbs. It was like, oh, there's space. Oh, you could get access to these technologies. Oh, I met Guillermo Castillo, our medical director. He's amazing. It's like, you know, when you meet someone, you feel like you've known them forever. And then just the ball started rolling. Great staff, and here we are. So.
Yeah, that's wonderful that you're helping people who have experienced injuries that you've had, or, you know, giving them back that mobility and just, you know, giving them that quality of life again. Because I'm sure you see a lot of clients that come in that maybe have difficult things that they've had for years, or something that new came up. But what's something that you've seen recently with the products and services that you offer that is really like making an impact on people's bodies?
A few things. We have one technology that's this personalized sauna, delivers ozone, so for pain, detox, inflammation. It's also very relaxing. Another thing we have is the ability to do altitude training at sea level. So for people who are skiers or people like me who are just athletic, you want to increase your VO2 max. And the other thing that we love about this business is we have aesthetics as well. So those of us who are active, we're taking care of our bodies, we get on Zoom, we're doing podcasts, we're in videos, we want to look good, and we have the ability to, you can come in, you could do a non-surgical facelift, and the same day you could work on rehabbing your abs or detoxing your body.
Right. It's a whole body approach.
It is a whole body approach, because anyone who's hit a certain age or stage in life knows that when your body's not working, you don't feel like yourself. Then when you're interacting, maybe you're not presenting your best self. So we are really about helping people be their best version of themselves, wherever you may be, whatever that means to you, and just being a part of their team, really, just cheering them along, encouraging them.
Yeah.
Because we just want to meet people where they are.
Yeah, and being that support for them as well to get to their goals and ultimately make them look better, feel better, so they can be the best versions of themselves. I love that.
To their friends, family, and
Yeah.
everyone. Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing about Beyond Body. Now, if someone's watching this and they want to make an appointment, learn a little bit more information, where can they do so?
Our website, beyondbodywellness.com, we've got this tool called a treatment builder, it was built for us. So whatever your area of concern is, maybe it's the shoulder or your face, or you can pick as many as you want, it will pop up different technologies we offer. And then if you're like, oh, I'm pretty curious, call us, text us, email us, book a consultation, free consultation, and then we customize a treatment plan for you.
Wonderful. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast today, Natasha. It was such a pleasure. And thank you for watching Discover La Jolla. Be sure to check out Beyond Body Wellness. I'm here with Connor Gossel, and he's with the Broken Yoke Cafe, and we're excited to dive deep into the backstory about how Broken Yoke came to be to what it is today. So if you want to dive into that, I'd love to hear about it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, thank you for having me, first and foremost. Broken Yoke Cafe. Goodness, it's been a staple of the San Diego community, specifically Pacific Beach, since 1979 when the first location opened up. The real compelling story behind where it is today really starts in 1993. Our current owner, John Gelistopoulos, he has just a fantastic story for how he's really developed the brand, connected it with the community, grown the footprint for the franchise today. He himself traveled over from Greece, $20 in his pocket, came here to live with his aunt in San Diego, really just looking for job opportunities, and he did so working as a dishwasher, working his way up to working the line in the kitchen of a restaurant while he went through school. And after that, he got his real estate license to become a restaurant broker. And truth be told, one of the first restaurants he was tasked with selling was that first Pacific Beach Broken Yoke Cafe.
Oh, funny. Full circle.
Full circle moment.
Yeah.
But he fell in love with the brand, the culture, and saw potential in what it could be. So he actually went from being the individual selling it to being the purchaser. himself. He spoke with his wife, and they used every penny that they could bring together. They pushed all of their credit lines to the max and purchased that single location. And over the next, goodness, what would that be? About 15 years, really just developed the namesake and the community connection and the culinary know-how for that single location with the people up there. And it was in 2008 that we actually launched our franchise opportunity. And at this point, I'm happy to say we have 40 active locations around the United States. And that includes our heaviest concentration here in San Diego with 16 locations. But we have multiple locations in Orange County, in Phoenix, in Texas, in Las Vegas, as well as one, believe it or not, up in Meridian, outside the Boise area in Idaho,
wow.
with more to come.
That's so exciting. And I love the journey just from that single location to the expansion that you have now. And what would you say is kind of that common theme among all the restaurants? Do they still carry that tone of kind of entrepreneurial spirit and just the same menu, community feel?
Yeah, that's a great question. To answer that question in sort of a roundabout fashion, a lot of the navigation in the breakfast and brunch space right now is really fighting to avoid the sameness amongst a lot of brands. Because if you ask a lot of people on the street, you can go to a Denny's, you can go to an IHOP, Snooze, out here, Breakfast Republic, or a Broken Yolk Cafe, and the experience is very similar.
Yeah.
What really sets us apart is that community feel, are the connections that our owners have with the families, with the individuals in their area, our focus on fresh ingredients and quality and menu innovation. So we've grown very deliberately, but that has meant that we've grown far more slowly, more reserved than a lot of other concepts. We don't have the 1,600 locations that IHOP does, or the 100 that some of our more immediate competitors do. But for those that we do have, they're very ingrained in their communities. They invest in local organizations, in fundraisers, and really try to make it known that who they are, whether you be here in Del Mar, whether you be in Henderson, Nevada, or out in Spring, Texas, that's your Broken Yolk Cafe. That is your community's breakfast outlet. So that is the similarity. That's the unified message behind all of our locations, no matter where you are.
I love that. I like that it definitely has that common theme among them, and such an incredible story. Now, what is personally your favorite menu item at the cafe?
My personal favorite menu item is probably, and it's not incredible for my health, but it is our Cinnacakes.
Ooh, that sounds delicious.
It is absolutely delicious. It's our buttermilk pancakes, and we actually kind of we put in cinnamon swirl with them and include some cream frosting to go on top of that. And it's just, my goodness, it's absolutely delicious. It's not something you commonly see on a lot of breakfast menus, but it's definitely a treat to prep for, something you're going to have to walk off later down the line.
That's okay. You have to make some sacrifices. Now, is there anything coming up for the holidays that you guys are doing specifically, like at your cafes or the PB location as well?
Yeah, so there are two things I'll say for that. First, we do have a new LTO that's coming out for the winter season. I can't really share any details on it, but in the weeks ahead, everybody here will be able to hear a lot about it. We're excited to welcome them into their nearest location to be able to enjoy it. But beyond that, a lot of our involvement in this season, in the Q4, involves the PB parade, having a float in the parade and some dancers that go around and celebrate our original location. Our entire corporate team goes out for that, just to
cool.
Shake some palms, kiss some babies, be able to see everybody and have a great time.
Yeah.
But outside of that, that's primarily our involvement. We just wrapped up being involved with the More Than Pink Susan G. Komen breast cancer walk and run, and that was a fantastic time being able to act as their main food sponsor and help nourish all the athletes out there running for such a great cause.
Yeah, with the cinnamon pancakes.
Exactly. not those, unfortunately, which is probably for the best. But,
yeah.
But all the same.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing a little bit about the history, the expansion, some of your favorite menu items. Now, if someone's watching this and they want to check out the PB location, just give them the address and where they can stop by and the hours.
Absolutely. 1851 Garnet Avenue in Pacific Beach is the location for that first venue in Pacific Beach. But just as well, please feel free to join our rewards program. Feel free to go onto our website, and you can, like most brands, find the store nearest you through our locator. Like I mentioned, there's 16, so everybody has a location near them. No excuse not to enjoy it at some point.
Exactly. Well, thank you so much, and thank you for watching. Welcome to Discover La Jolla, where we shine a light on the jewel of San Diego, La Jolla, California. I'm here with Maya Besque from Kiwi Spa.
Correct.
Thank you so much for coming on the podcast today. We're excited to learn more about you and your business.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yes, so tell us a little bit about Kiwi Spa and how you got started in the industry.
I've been an esthetician for 23 years. I worked in Israel, Croatia, Cyprus, and Dominican Republic for one big company. So I was hiring estheticians, training them, and managing a spa. And when I relocated to United States, I realized there is no company anymore, so I wanted to open my own. Also, my grandma, she was a traditional healer, and since I remember myself from childhood, I was going with her to the forest and get different plants and herbs. And she was mixing it, cooking it, and putting on the skin. And she was transforming skin of people like from dermatitis and acne after they've been to so many doctors to something wonderful. So I saw that transformation throughout the years. And it was always my dream to become an esthetician and to bring confidence in people's life.
I love that.
Yeah.
So how long have you had your spa here in La Jolla?
Since 2017, so it's almost 8 years.
Wonderful. And what services do you offer to clients, and what keeps clients coming back?
We are very unique in what we do because we are the only spa in whole San Diego who have jet pill technology. Now, jet pill, it's not a chemical pill. It's a transdermal oxygen infusion. It's an amazing machine from Israel. It was made first for aviation industry and then for medical industry to treat deep tissue scars. But then they find out that it works amazing on the skin, and it does injections of beauty without needles.
Oh, wow.
You know, it even doesn't touch your skin, but it's very powerful. It's injecting oxygen plus active ingredients on a speed of 777 miles per hour, like a jet.
Wow.
And it goes to the very deepest layer of your skin, like to the dermal layer, and it stimulates collagen, makes your skin very glowing, full of elasticity, and just like this glass skin that everyone loves.
Yeah, especially without the needles and the
Yes.
pain. That's a little bit less invasive. I love that.
Non-invasive, yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about your skincare line as well.
Thank you. Yes, so skincare line, it's a recipes of my grandma. It was always my dream to create skincare line, but then when COVID came, and my spa was shut down for 6 months. You know, I say, okay, if life give me lemon, I will make a lemonade from it. And I invested in formulation of this skincare line. It took me 2 years to come to medical grade. So let's say if this is a physical molecule that Mother Nature produce, we cut it into the smaller pieces. And when it's smaller, it can penetrate deeper into your skin and work inside out. So all ingredients they source from local farms around San Diego and United States. It's all made here locally in San Diego. It's all natural, vegan, cruelty-free, and it has medical grade of molecules. And we have so many case studies. Can I open?
Yeah,
So
definitely.
this is our 21-day skin transformation kit, because I understand that sometimes for people it's very hard to purchase all the products and have a whole line. But this kit will give you opportunity to try all these products in just small sizes. And this is all our models that did it already so far. And this is their results. They all live in San Diego and they all can be contacted. And also prices of our skincare are very, very affordable. And for example, this kit, it contains of 3 different groups. So there is a product that you use every day. There is also product for your first deep pore cleansing facial, because we believe you need to exfoliate really deep and then make your pores like available and open for penetration of these ingredients. And then group number 3, it's a mini facial that you're doing once a week. Takes you only 15 minutes, but deliver you exactly spa quality results. So all in one kit, and I also believe that it's a great holiday gift.
Yes,
the way it's
definitely.
packed, and then you have this QR code here, and you just scan it, and you have all videos, all instructions, like everything you need to know and how to use it.
Oh, wonderful. You make it easy, especially for people who are maybe getting started on their skincare journey and they kind of need that step-by-step help.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much. And if someone is watching this and they'd like to make an appointment, they'd love to learn more about your products, the spa, what's the best way for them to get in touch?
So we have our website, it's kiwi-spa.com. And our phone number is on our website. And also, I just want to mention that our my Kiwi Spa is very close to La Jolla. It's in PB, right next to I-5. And we have so many clients from La Jolla because our prices are so much more competitive. And we have 600 5-star Yelp reviews and 300 5 stars Google reviews, and we have the best customer service, and we will do our very best to make all of your experience bright and unforgettable.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast today, and thank you for watching Discover La Jolla.
Thank you so much.
Great.
Wonderful.